Hensley has a play voice. You want to do your play voice?
I thought to play. Okay.
When it comes to doing a solar install for an RV, batteries are a huge part of that decision. But like a lot of things when it comes to RVing, you know, there's pros and cons with everything you get. I'm okay with paying more for a premium product. I'm okay with paying more for something that has more reliability, less maintenance. But at the same time, the question is, how much more are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay twice as much, 3 times as much, 4 times as much? And that's kind of where I got to with the batteries was, you know, I could just go with the deep cycle marine batteries like at Walmart, Costco, Sam's, anywhere you go. I know some people say quality control, that kind of thing's a little bit different in different places, but they're pretty similar, and most of them are made by just 3 big companies. So, you know, I could go with one of those batteries, or I could go with an independent company that makes something a little bit higher quality, deep cycle, or I could go with something AGM. I could go with that lithium even if I wanted to. But in the end, I felt like, you know, even if I can get 1 or 2 years out of these Walmart batteries, I'm gonna come out just fine because I'm paying 1/3 of what I would pay for the AGMs. And I'm paying even less compared to lithium. Now, as far as the battery size that we chose with Walmart, a lot of that had to do with the space that we had. Our Airstream has 2 battery bays, one on the left and one on the right, and we're limited by the size of this hole, which I know I could cut this out, I could custom retrofit this, I could customize the box, but we wanted to really try to leave as much alone as we could. So I needed to find a battery that would fit into that hole, and I'm also looking for a battery or batteries that fit underneath the couch. And unfortunately, one of the downsides of getting the Marine's deep cycle batteries is that they can put off acid fumes when they're charging up. You have to have a way for those to ventilate. And so that's what we're gonna work on today, is getting the batteries in here in an enclosed plastic container that allows the fumes to vent when they need to vent. If you've never specifically tried this EverStart battery, I'll be the guinea pig. We're gonna buy 4 of these Walmart EverStarts. We're gonna throw them in here. It's about 300 bucks. You know, worst case, we can come back and do some AGMs later, some lithium later, something like that. But these are our 3 batteries we bought. We're charging these and we're topping these off because, believe it or not, when these come out of the factory, they're not necessarily charged up and they're not necessarily topped off. Hopefully we're gonna get these things, this one's about done. We're gonna still charge up these 2. It shouldn't take that long to get those 2 ready, and then we're gonna get these installed in the RV. And we've still got to buy 1 more battery. We didn't buy this 4th battery for this bay because we wanted to make sure that they fit before we bought the 4th battery for the bay. Another cool thing about all these, I mean, I didn't special order these. I got these at Walmart. If they don't fit, if they're not the right size, if something's not calculated exactly right, we just go down the road, we take them back. You know, if I had to special order these things and something was wrong or something was off, it'd be an issue. And that's the thing with the Walmart batteries too. We're like parked in a Walmart parking lot like 1 or 2 times a month anyway. So it's not that difficult for me to find a Walmart to be able to exchange these things if I ever need to.
Nathan was heading to Walmart, so Hensley and I jumped in the van to come. What was that?
It's acting like you jumped in the van.
Oh.
That was terrible.
Don't quit your day job and go into acting. Oh, but we wanted out of the house, so we jumped in the van.
You know, the Airstream's a small space anyways, so once we're working inside the Airstream and stuff is out everywhere, I mean, yep, you see the RV dealership back there? Camping World. So once like it's torn apart and we're working on stuff, there's no floor space in that thing right now. So yeah. I understand it, I get it, they want to get out. So pretty pumped to get 4 batteries with about 100 amp hours in them. That's a lot of amp hours, isn't it, babe?
I don't know what that means, but sounds exciting.
You know, this was built in 2008, so I mean, you got almost 10 years of wear and tear on this roof, and it's not a bad time to come through and patch up some things. So we've got our vent pipes off. We've got 2 new vent pipes we're going to be putting on. We're cutting out these gaskets for the new vent pipes that are going in. What do you think, Hensley? Do you like the circles?
I'm going to put the sandwiches in it.
Sandwiches? Yeah, it's not quite a sandwich, but... What do you do when you don't like the fan in your bathroom? Because number one, it's too small. It's one of the dinky ones that comes, sometimes you'll see it factory installed on an RV. And number two, it only has this manual crank, which is insanely loud. We want to raise and lower the dome on the fan. So every time we're wanting to raise and lower that thing, if we take a shower after Hensley's already in bed, I mean, her room is right across from the bathroom. So what do you do when you don't like those two things? Well, if you're on the roof and you're cleaning stuff up, you go and just yank the fan out. And so Sparky actually had a fantastic fan, and so he's gonna help us out with that to get that installed. What we're doing now is taking the old fan out, and we've already loosened it up around the edges and everything. And then here's the new fan that's gonna be going in where the old fan is coming out. These battery bays are kind of vented. There's a little bit of room for the ventilation to come out around the gaps around the door. But you can look right here and you can tell either a battery has oozed out on this or it's not vented enough. And so we wanted to give it a little bit extra ventilation from top to bottom. So we've actually added a vent here below the keyhole for each door. We also want to have a lot of ventilation because we're still going to be having batteries in a sealed container underneath the couch that has to have tubes coming out and venting through one of these bays. So we want to make sure there's plenty of air circulation in here to vent that out, all the way out from underneath the couch. So we got our two 100-watt Renogy solar panels. We have bolted them together in 3 different places, 200 watts. We're gonna get this thing on the roof. Super pumped to be getting this stuff done. Well, we haven't gotten to the solar stuff, but super pumped to get this other stuff done. Oh, so here's the new fan. Got it in. Exciting to have the fan. Let's make sure this thing cranks up. Oh yeah. That's so much more airflow than the small fan that was in here earlier. Solar panels are up. They are not bolted down yet because I know it looks way out of alignment. The hope is we're running this wire is to run enough wire and have everything's prepped for up to 7 panels. 1 panel in the front left corner, 1 panel in the front right. That'd be the last one I would add because I would have to take the antenna off. 1 right here to the right of the AC. 2 panels right here. 1 panel to the left of the rear AC and 1 panel to the right of the rear AC. So that'd be 7 100-watt panels we could put up here. We can maybe squeeze in a little bit more if we wanted to, but that's a lot of solar for us. So for right now, I'm happy with these 2. I'm probably gonna order 2 or 3 more. I'll hopefully install when I get back to Tennessee. And then we'll just kind of go for there.
So day 2 of solar down. So tomorrow we'll be heading back to Tennessee. It is Hensley's birthday coming up. So we try to get back, and grandparents really appreciate it when we come back for her birthday and get to have her a party with family and friends. We're also going to try to see the doctor again and do some steps and trying to add an addition to our family. It's been a long process and it's hard, it's tricky when you're on the road, and so we're able to do some things while we're on the road, and then some we do when we swing back through. So that's on the agenda as well, so keep us in your thoughts and prayers for that.
We've been hanging out today a lot with Heather, with Alan, and with B. I want to introduce you guys to them because they're making the transition from an RV. They've been in a travel trailer for how long?
Almost a year in May.
Yep.
Almost a year in May, and they're making a transition from that to going overseas, which is totally awesome.
Yeah.
And they're documenting this as they go along. I know they documented buying the van, and I know they're going to document some of the things they go through, the fears and the victories and everything with that. So definitely check out their YouTube channel for that kind of stuff. I mean, we've looked into some overseas travel too, and I know sometimes that's a transition step from RVing for some people. Some people it's not. They don't have any desire to do that. But I mean, for you guys, what's the most exciting part of doing this?
I'm really looking forward to the build on my half, but I know you might be excited about something different.
I mean, well, the build and the travel. I mean,
Yeah,
it's going to
The
be
build with the
totally,
van, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
right.
So the van they got is it's a Ram
ProMaster.
Ram ProMaster van, high top, and it's pretty nice. You want to check it out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So I'm like, that's me. That's what I'm excited about because I get to kind of put my own personal touch on it. But
Yeah, it'll be challenging.
She
I'm
gets to
not very
design it.
creative, so it's going to kind of, make me grow a bit. But yeah, it'll be an adventure. We've never done anything
sure.
like that. So.
And if you want to check out the build, check out what they're going through, check out the channel. great family. Excited we got to meet you guys.
Thanks for letting us hang out today.
Well, Hensley's not here with Marissa because she was screaming pizza, and we couldn't talk. So we're gonna go in and get some pizza, and we'll catch you guys later.
Pizza is coming!